First off, I want to say thanks to everyone for coming. Glad to see that so many people could make it. I know the invites went out like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Second, Nikki, your hair looks great. Tyler, the power alleys, they look smooth. They look smooth.
They look good.
I shouldn't be standing next to my dad. He's trying to make jokes. He's trying to sabotage the speech. He always has something to say. Growing up with Tyler had its ups and downs. Most of the time, I thought it was pretty cool to have an older brother that had friends that I got to hang out with all the time, or that my mom forced them to hang out with me or tag along with. But other times, it wasn't that cool, and they would bully me or force me to, not force me, I would want to, but be in a dirt clod war or tackle football game in the backyard when I was easily undersized. But as I got older, it got a little better, and then when I got to high school, Tyler started being a little nicer once we were in high school at the same time, and I thought it was pretty cool being a freshman at Millard West, and everyone, the teachers and the coaches knew who I was, and I was just this little 15-year-old and thought it was cool. And I remember when in football practice my freshman year, the coaches would say they were pretty excited that there was finally an athletic Niederklein coming around. And then I think about it, and if I was 6'3" and bald, maybe that the Niederkleins would have a good athletic career to show for. But unfortunately, the unathletic one was 6'3". But a couple years later, Tyler met Nikki, and some of us might know this, but he asked her something about a classroom, and then after that, I found out they were moving in together after only really dating for a couple weeks, maybe. And I thought he was out of his mind. And I still think he's crazy for it. But turns out that Nikki was exactly what Tyler needed, and I think all of us, everyone else right here, is very thankful that Nikki came into our lives and came into Tyler's life and kind of put up with us all. Even today, a little bit. Nikki, it's really awesome to see you sitting there next to my brother, and I'm really happy to finally be able to call you my sister. So, with that, let's raise a glass. Cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Niederklein.
Okay, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Meredith Hester, and I would like to start out by saying that it is truly an honor to give this speech tonight for my best friend and her now husband, who has let me third wheel with them for the last 5 years. Nikki is truly an amazing person, inside and out, and I would not have picked anyone better to be her husband today. If I could duplicate him, I think I would. So you may be wondering how I actually got the honor to be standing up here today to give this speech, and it's actually kind of a pretty funny story. Nikki and I both get to thank our ex-boyfriends for our forever friendship. Probably one of the only things. Yeah. Can we all get a really big boo? Boo! Probably the only thing we can ever thank them for. Our significant others in college, awful. terrible, absolutely awful. It's probably the only thing that we will ever be able to thank them for, ever. Little did they know we would move on happily forever after them with our friendship. There's really absolutely nothing that Nikki and I probably don't know about each other. We have been there for each other through the hardest times of our lives, through the breakups, the emotional and mental breakdowns, a lot of hangovers, a lot of great times. I know I would not be who I am without Nikki today. And I also would like you all to know that this wedding would not be a thing without me today. Because if you knew the night that Tyler and Nikki met, we actually ran away from Tyler at the bar. And I actually made her talk to him. And I made her go on a first date with him. I made her listen to the voicemail he left her calling her Miss Steele. It was so sweet. But if we can talk about Tyler for a quick second, I don't truly think he knows how lucky he is. He's going to leave here tonight with a wife who is loving and caring and probably the biggest blessing in his life. And Nikki is going to leave here with, like, the most beautiful bouquet and, like, the hottest dress probably to ever be worn at a wedding. Like, she looks absolutely amazing. It's true. But seriously, there's probably not a better match for Nikki. I cannot put into words how much I value their relationship due to the fact that he loves her through every single moment of their life. He plans for not only their current, but he plans for their future. He gives her gum after she takes a shot. He cooks for her and she cleans. Like, they have the best balance ever. I look up to both of them so much. I told myself I was not going to cry, so I'm not going to cry. Because he loves her for who she is and who they want to be in a marriage, and they have this amazing plan and this amazing goal. Tyler, I want to thank you for making my best friend the happiest woman on planet Earth. You are genuinely such a blessing, and I am so excited to watch you both grow, not only as one, but together as a married couple, as husband and wife. You both are, I'm so sorry, I was not going to cry. You both are meant for each other. I have watched you grow through probably the hardest times of both of your lives, the happiest times through the challenges. You fight literally through every single thing that you have been through, and it is truly inspiring. I love you both so much, and I want to thank you for being the couple that so many people can look up to. But also, I hope that Tyler forever, I hope that Tyler forever thanks me for literally forcing Nikki to go on a date with him. Literally forcing her to go on a date with him and taking her phone and messaging him back for her. Yeah. So, happy wife, happy life, right? But, like, he better remember me in this. Like, he didn't just marry Nikki, he married me too. So let's all raise a glass to Nikki and Tyler.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for Meredith.
For the record, if Nikki didn't go on a date with me like 6 months in, it would have been like 9 months in, or like 12 months, or like 1.5 years, because I would have kept running, baby. I would have ran as far as I could for this woman. Because the moment I set my eyes on her, I could not stop thinking about her. But that's besides the point. I have to stop myself and just kind of say wow, because when we got engaged like 5 months in, and I was maybe I had a couple delay of game penalties on that one. December 25th, 2019, I finally proposed to Nikki. She did not see that one coming, but we got engaged, and then, I mean, think back, all of you, to the last like 6 months of your lives. It's been kind of weird, right? We didn't really know how to handle this day. I knew that I wanted to marry this woman as fast as I could, because I knew that I was a little late on it, but I wanted to have her by my side forever and ever and have babies as soon as we could. She's not pregnant. She's not pregnant. I'm just rambling now, but it's just pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see everyone here, and I mean, as Justin said, you guys just got your wedding invites like 2 weeks ago. Thank you for getting them in the mail or responding to a text saying you're coming. But I mean, there's a lot of thanks that go out there to me, because I really worked hard. I worked really hard the last like 3 days, planning, calling people, doing all this stuff. And Nikki planned for the last like 5 months. Like, she was awesome. If you look around the tables, every little detail was Nikki and her mom, and my mom was there too. They did it all, and it's just so cool. Like, Nikki told me, she goes, "You don't even know what you're walking into, because you have no idea." But I'll stop and pause and see you guys on the dance floor. But we love you all. We thank you all so much, and we will see you out there. And I'm going to kiss my wife right now.
Once again, your newest married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Nicolette.